So we have basically seen that how this LN1 parsing table, what is the basic components of LN1 parser, and we have to understand this first and follow. So let's see. Remember, this first and follow basically works on some definitely some grammar, because we have seen that that this data structure is generated from this grammar. That means LL1 parser basically this first and follow works on some grammar. Now to realize this, let's take an example, a very simple example. Then we will, we will go on some little bit difficult, and in this way we will have some practice on different grammars to find the first and follow. Suppose the grammar is something like is to A, capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D. Okay, and A to generate small b, B to generate small d, C to generate small d, and D to generate small e. Now, what this first function mean? I mean, let's write it first. That what this first function actually show. When we derive a particular uh, when we derive a particular production rule, then what is the first character that comes in the process of derivation? I mean, what these functions say? This function actually say that what is the terminal that uh, that is generated from a non-terminal during the process of derivation. And what this particular follow suggests is our first. What this follow suggests? It say that what is the terminal which could follow a variable in a which could follow a variable in the process of derivation. You see, try to realize the difference between these two. What it is saying? That for the first say that what is the terminal that is generated from the non-terminal during the process of derivation. Even I should, I should write one more thing here, that what not only generated, I should write here. I mean, let's write here in the beginning. generated in the beginning at the process of derivation. Now what does it mean? It means that if I derive this particular start symbol, I mean what is the string it can generate? A very simple one actually, right? So I have an S, I will start with small a, capital B, I'm sorry, small a, then capital A, then capital B, then capital C, then capital D. And from this A I can generate small b, it can be small c, small d, small e, right? Now with respect to, you see, with respect to this situation, if I derive what is first of S, always remember first follow or works on non-terminal. This is very important point. Very important point, that first and follow works only on non-terminal. That means you cannot say you want to find out first of small a. You cannot say that. First of capital A, first of capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, only this first and follow of this five non-terminals are possible. No terminal is possible. So that means, I'm sorry. So that means if I say that, okay, what is basically first of S, what you will say? What is first of S? What we have seen? What is the terminal that is generated in the beginning of a non-terminal at the time of process of derivation? That means from S, when you are deriving something, what is the first that is coming at the beginning? That is small a, right? That mean the first of S will be only small a, but you should write within a set. But because I may have different alternatives, so it is not guaranteed that only a particular terminal will be the first of a particular non-terminal. I can have many terminals. In this particular grammar, this is so easy, that's why it is not possible. For example, in the same way, if I say what is first of capital A, what will be there? First of capital will be, you see, if you start capital A, from the capital A, you see the when you are deriving something, that the first character that is generated, that is B. I know here only B is generated, but that is the first one. That means for first of capital A is small b, first of capital B is small c, first of capital D, I'm sorry, capital C is small d, and first of capital D is small e. So it's all about first, but follow is there also, right? You see, when we will think about the follow, that means what is written, what is the terminal that is could follow a variable in the process of derivation. That means when I will write follow of S, what is this follow of S? Always remember one thing, that from this grammar, whatever string is generated, basically the string that is generated here, A, B, C, D, E. Now according to the LL1 parsing algorithm, we have seen that there is a dollar over here at the end, right? So I must have a dollar here. Now the whole thing, this one, is basically generated from capital S somehow. That means after S, what is there? There is a dollar. That means during the process of derivation, what is the terminal that is following a variable, that means a non-terminal, that means following this S is kept dollar. After this S I have a dollar. That means always remember that start symbol is always followed by dollar. Now what is follow of A? You see, check this one. A to small a, capital B, capital C, capital D. Follow of A means after this A, what is the non-terminal that can follow this capital A? What it will follow? Obviously, the character which will be generated by the first of B will basically follow this capital A. That means follow of A is equal to first of B and first of B is equal to C. That means follow of B A will be equal to C. Similarly, if you see follow of B, similar thing over here. You see follow of B means whatever the terminal, I mean question is that which terminal is following this capital B. Obviously the terminal which is generated as a first of capital C, that will basically follow this B. And first of C means capital small d. Similarly, if we do follow of C, will be basically first of D. Like this, you see follow is first of D, that is E. Now question will come, what is follow of D? You will say D is not followed by anyone because D is the last character. Now see, a very interesting point here. You see, since D is the rightmost character of the RHS, that means whatever present over here is basically the dollar, because from D whatever generated, that is not important. Important is that what following D. Following D is dollar. That means follow of the last character of the RHS equal to follow of the LHS. Always remember. Follow of the last character of the RHS is equal to follow of the LHS. That means follow of D is also dollar. So this is a way, a very simple one we have discussed, that how we can generate first and follow from a particular grammar. Now we will go through some more examples with little difficulties to realize how we can generate first and follow.